Good morning, everyone. Welcome to December. This is a deck tech video for revised 40 cards. Since we are entering our third month of YouTube videos and the holidays are approaching, I thought we would take a look at a red-green revised 40 deck. This deck, like some of our other videos and decks, follows all the revised 40 deck construction rules. It also lands in the Alpha 40 deck construction rules as well. So I think if you have like several of these decks in your collection, they're fairly balanced. So you could shuffle two of these decks up with an opponent perhaps and test out some of the Alpha 40 decks that are made with revised cards. So let's just take a look at the cards in this deck. We'll sort it, look at the numbers, and then do a little discussion about it. So it's red and green. We're going to use mountains and forests as our land types. We have some uncommons and commons. Lightning Bolt is moderated to an uncommon. And I think we're going to use all three copies of Lightning Bolt for this deck. There we go. There's some more mountains. And there are forests. Just do more forest, mountain, forest, mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mountain. Forest. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 mountains, 7 forests, so 15 mana sources. Then we have some commons. We have Wild Growth as a common. Giant Growth is a common. Do 3 copies of Giant Growth. We have Fireball, 3 copies of Fireball. Juggernaut is an uncommon. We have 3 copies of Juggernaut as well. Rares. Llanowar Elves are common. We have 3 Llanowar Elves. And then Soul Ring is uncommon. Regrowth is uncommon. And 2 copies of Hurricane are uncommon. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 uncommons, 10 commons, and then 5 rare cards. So we have a Wheel of Fortune for card draw. We have a Fork for doubling our sorceries and instant spells, and 3 copies of Mana Flare, which produces an extra mana of that type anytime a player taps that enchanted land for mana. So just do a quick check. These are the revised 40 rules. It has 5 rares, and I think this is the first time that we're using 3 of the same copies. So we're going to go 3 Mana Flares. There's 10 uncommons. There's also infinite commons except Lightning Bolt, which have been upgraded to uncommon. And then we have 1 Soul Ring, 1 Wheel of Fortune, 1 Regrowth. No Channel. I guess you could do Channel Fireball, but that's not as fun when you just cast 2 cards and win the game. If you check the Alpha 40 rules too, it also adheres to those rules. We have the Soul Ring is the fast mana. We're using Wheel of Fortune is our draw spell. No destruction spells, or Wheel of Fortune is the power group, but no draws. No destruction cards, no charms, no banned cards, no channel, but we have 1 copy of Fork, 1 copy of Regrowth, only 2 Hurricanes, 3 Lightning Bolts, 3 Juggernauts, and that's it. So that's the revised 40 / Alpha 40 version of a red-green deck. Very, I'd say, aggressive build. There's not any flying creatures, so that you can cast the Hurricanes and not take damage or destroy you take damage but not destroy your creatures from those. So we'll do a quick pile shuffle. Just like that. And the smaller decks with 40 cards don't take up too much space in your deck box. So an 800 count deck box, you can have like probably 10 of these decks in there. And just take that to the card shop and play with your friends. There's 7. We'll see kind of like what our opening hand would look like. This one's pretty good, a lot of lands. Let's just keep it. We'll just start with Mountain first. We'll play the Mountain and a Soul Ring, and that's all we can do. So we pass, untap, draw. We'll play another land. Let's play Forest, and let's just go ahead and tap 4. Have a turn 2 Juggernaut is pretty good. 4 cards in hand. We will pass it over. And then it comes back to us. We'll draw. We got another land. It's another forest. We can move to combat with the Juggernaut, and then we can giant growth it as well. So we'll just do that. Make it 8/6. Do 8 damage. And then we'll pass turn. Comes back to us. We will untap. We will draw. Got another forest. And then I've got an idea here. We're still short a red mana, so we're going to hang on to that Fork and Fireball. But we'll just attack with Juggernaut. And do 5 damage. Come back to our turn. We'll play another forest, and then let's go ahead and attack again with Juggernaut. We can also cast this Hurricane. Let's just tap everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana total. So that's 1 green, 6 other mana. So we'll do 6 damage to all players and flying creatures. That saves the Juggernaut because it's not flying, and then we'll pass the turn, and then it comes back to us. And I think we're looking for mountains because we want to cast some of these here. So we have just the 1 mountain, so we'll attack with Juggernaut, Lightning Bolt, pass the turn, comes back to us. We will draw. There we go, mountain. So I think we want 1 more mountain though. So we'll just attack with Juggernaut, pass the turn, draw. We get a Juggernaut, so we'll just tap 4. Cast another Juggernaut. We'll attack with this Juggernaut. Pass turn. Next turn, we have I guess we'll just regrow this lightning. Let's regrow the giant growth. We'll move to combat with 2 Juggernauts. Tap a green, we'll giant growth that Juggernaut. Attack for 13. That dies, we pass the turn, comes back the next time. Giant growth again, so let's do attack. for 13 again. Pass the turn. Untap. Fireball. Let's attack for 10. Why not? Let's just go ahead and we'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll fireball for 7 as well. Pass the turn. Untap. Let's see if we can just get one more mountain and finish this off here. Well, interesting. Let's attack for 10. Then let's cast another Juggernaut. Pass. Comes back to us. Draw. And we got it. Here we go. So our third mountain, we'll put that in play. We'll attack with 3 Juggernauts. 15 damage. Then we're going to tap 1 mountain and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colorless. So we'll cast a Fireball for 6. We'll tap 2 mountains and we'll fork it for another 6 damage. So we'll do 12 total. And that is the red-green revised 40 deck that also fits in the Alpha 40 rules. If you enjoyed this revised 40 deck tech video, give this video a like, put some comments below, let me know how I can make this deck better. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can see my other revised 40 deck tech videos and deck ideas, and you'll get notifications the next time I put up another revised 40 deck tech video. I think I will do some research on, I'm wondering if there's a way to play like solitaire Magic. That's my question of the day, because you can kind of run these scenarios out, but I'm wondering if there's any formats where you can test out decks against yourself and see if the deck is functional. Maybe even just play on an airplane or something by yourself if all you have is your revised 40 decks with you. So I'm gonna do a little research and I'll get back to you in the next video on solitaire Magic, single player Magic. But if you have any ideas, also just put it in the comments before and I'll check those out too. And I'll report back and let you know what I find out. Awesome. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate you. I will catch you in the next video. Have a great day.